question, the member for Waterloo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question to the Minister of Education. I recently had the privilege of meeting with 40 grade 10 students from Resurrection Catholic Secondary School. I'll be sending their concerns over to the Minister. We had a spirited discussion about the changes and the cuts that are coming to their education system. Mr. Speaker, they're smart, and that's why they're worried about how this government's plans are going to affect their education. For example, the students already do some coursework online, so I asked them, how many of you prefer online classes over classroom learning? Not one student put up their hand. But under the new plan, they will be forced to spend hours online, and they won't be able to graduate unless they do so. Speaker, why did the minister not consult with students in the province of Ontario on these changes? It is their system, after all.
Questions to the Minister of Education.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that question. And I'd like to start off by saying, you know what? We have to make sure, the member opposite referenced the fact that students are smart. Yes, they are, and we need to enable them to utilize every tool available to them and in order to move them forward and push that bar. And that's why we're excited about the e-learning that we're bringing forward to Ontario from one quarter to another. And do you know what? Actually, I have teachers, I have parents, and I also have students that are excited about the plan that we have. They're embracing it because they realize that in so many cases, from board to board, it's already happening. And so, we're going to be working with our education partners to make sure we get it right. But for all intents and purposes, when the rhetoric's not presented first, people love the plan that we're bringing forward. Thank you very much.
Supplementary.
Thank you very much. The Minister of Education should be focused on creating an education system that puts students at the centre of it. That's how you build a strong public education system. Speaker, these cuts will affect students who want to grow up and become plumbers, teachers, doctors, auto workers. They have no idea what their next year of school will look like because of this government. During the discussions, one student asked, so is the government doing this all just for money? These changes don't make sense to them or anyone in education. So students see right through this government, Mr. Speaker. And because of this minister, students are now convinced that money is more important than their education system. No. Speaker, a quality public education system will serve everyone better in the long run. That is how you build a strong democracy. So why is this government balancing the budget on the backs of students in the province of Ontario?
Members, please take their seats. Minister to reply.
Thank you very much, Speaker. And you know what? No one is buying any of the rhetoric that is coming from that side of the House. None, zero, zilch. Speaker, we listened to 72,000 people, and they have been absolutely sincere in their input and with their desire to get education back on track after 15 years of experiments and ill-conceived ideologies that led this past government to fail our students. And people from one corner of this province to the other are excited that we're finally, the PC government of Ontario, is finally getting education back on track. We're going to be focusing on the basics. We're focusing on math. We're focusing on financial literacy. We're focusing on STEM. We're focusing on making sure they graduate with the skills, both job skills and life skills, that they need to be successful. And you know what, Speaker? People can't wait to hear more about what we're going to be doing. So stay tuned and be engaged.
Thank you very much.